What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back again to another episode of Black Business Booming. I'm excited. Thank you all to all of you who's watching episode, who's kicked it with me on this journey as I interview a whole lot of Black businesses that are doing some great things. I'm so excited about this. I continue to get great interviews, and I go back and watch them, and it's like study for me because I get to see the journey of all these great businesses and these entrepreneurs that I'm interviewing. So, as always, I encourage you to like, share, subscribe, tell someone about Black Business Booming, and just the support for this YouTube page, and also all the businesses and entrepreneurs that I've interviewed. And again, today I have another awesome guest that I had the privilege of meeting just a few weeks ago, and just clicked with her, and has hung out with her on Instagram Live already. So that was awesome. Met through a mutual connection. So without further ado, sis, I want you to take a moment to just introduce yourself, tell everybody your name and any background about you, where you're from, and your business.
Hey, beautiful people. Like Mike says, I am your girl, Cori Luv of the Cori Luv Show, and I am the CEO of Ladybug Media Management. And I always tell people I'm formerly an educator for 20 years, and I, recently removed out the classroom. And so now I'm doing social media design and website design. I also do my talk show, which I do pretty much similar to what Mike does. I interview new business owners, growing business owners who are in whatever industry, and we speak to them about life, business, whatever is trending, and more. I also like to speak with people that are doing amazing things in their community. And yeah, that's just me. I'm originally from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm not from New Orleans. People always think that I am. I guess it's my accent. But I'm originally from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, and I reside in Miami for over 20 years. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, nice. And I just automatically, again, like when we were on your show, one thing again that even Renita was telling me about is, that energy. So for all of you who love my energy, make sure you connect with the Cori Luv Show and everything that she has going on, because
Yes.
I love her energy and just that genuine, you feel when someone is genuine. It's not forced. It's just one of those things that happens. And like you said, when we connected, it's like, hey, yeah, I do something similar. So this is just, it was something easy. And it's like, we've been knowing each other a few weeks, and it seems like forever. Exactly. So I love that. So with the Cori Luv Show and then the Ladybug Media Management. So tell everybody, like, with those two things, like, when did you start your business and what inspired you to do that?
So a little background about me. Like I said, I have been teaching for 20 years, and I developed congestive heart failure in 2009. So being a teacher for so long, I didn't know what else to do. I'm like, I cannot leave the classroom. That's just what I figure. Like, this is my life. This is what I do. This is what I love. And the doctor basically said to me, it's either that or you're pretty much going to die from stress. And I'm like, no. So of course I went back in the classroom the next year. And I was like, I'm going to be calm. I'm not going to stress, because I'm like literally a teacher from the heart. Like, I love my kids. My students, I hate calling them kids, but my students become my babies. When I tell you, they come home with me, they go on trips with me. Like, I really adopt my children, and it was hard for me to do it. So that happened in 2009, the first one. I had a second congestive heart failure in 2017. At that time, I was working for someone as a personal assistant, and I was doing social media management. And it was pretty dope. It was enjoyable because I was making like an extra $500 a month, and I liked what I was doing. And so life happened for her, and her clients were coming to me. And she said, well, I went to her and I said, well, hey, do you think like, such and such is reaching out to me, but it's your business. She's like, girl, I'm not doing this business. You better take it up and make you your money. And I was like, okay, cool. I had no name for my business. I was just doing stuff, right? And I was like, okay, this is cool. Life happened again. And I had my third congestive heart failure. And I was like, yeah, this just not going to work. And so I came out, and I just ended up doing it full time since 2018. 2018, 2017, it was off and on. 2019, it became officially full-time. And on Ladybug Media Management is where I do the social media design. I was doing management, design, websites, and everything else, Instagram tips, every type of tips, anything that you can do, I was doing. And then I started talking to business owners like this. And it went from just talking to them to having interviews, questioning them. And they were like, oh, you should have a show. And I'm like, I don't like talking to people like that. They're like, you're doing so good at it. Like, I literally, like, that's not my thing. And so what happened is the interviews started overpowering my business, which was making me the money. I wasn't making money from the interviews. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to separate the pages. Separated the pages, started doing that. Went from just interviewing people to posting crazy stuff. And here I am today. Like, I have an extra show. I actually revamped my logo today. So it's going to be official. I wish I can get like you and start getting my stuff together on YouTube, but yeah. So here I am.
It's so dope though, because just even, I loved when I was on the Cori Luv Show, just your intro and outro. And I mean, I'm looking at you now, the Cori Luv earrings, the shirt. So, I mean, it's really cool just to see that. And that's why I explain a lot of times, like even the description of what Black Business Booming is. I say, listen, I want to interview Black businesses no matter where they are in that timeline and just all stages of that, because it's something for everybody. Maybe that person starting out or somebody who's been in it for years and they're trying to see what's the next step for me. So that's what's so beautiful about it, because you kind of see that, you just kind of see that process of any level for a business. And I think that's the biggest thing. So you talked about that, just your testimony, right? Just with the health issues. So outside of that, like in starting the media management and then even starting the show, I guess, what was one of the more challenging things about starting a business and getting into entrepreneurship, kind of stepping out?
So really, honestly, the scariest part is, when you have a regular 9 to 5, so you like, no, I have 10 days paid, I have vacation, and I was a teacher. So I got, throughout the summer, I had 2 months off. And once you save your money, because they don't pay you throughout the summer unless you set it up that way. And so I didn't set it up that way. I would do my own saving. My biggest fear was not being able to have income. And I literally said, you know what, God, if you're going to take me out in this classroom, you're going to have to do something. But like, I'm serious. This is how I talk to God. Me and him have a good relationship.
Right.
So I was so afraid, like I would not do it. I actually was subbing. So I said, okay, I can sub 3 times a week, still making my income. Then I get so into the children because I've always worked in inner city schools, and I get so into them because it's just like, from when I started in 2000 to now, it's like such a big difference, and they have so many things that they deal with, and I really get attached. And I was like, okay, so the school that I was subbing at, I taught most of those children in elementary. And so it was the same process. They come into me with everything. And I'm like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
Right.
So I was really afraid to do it full time. And then December 2019, I said, I got sick. I got really, really sick. Like I had passed out. I didn't know I passed out. I'm looking at my husband like, what's going on? Why are you standing over me like this? And I was like, yeah, okay, so this is for real. Like, I can't do this anymore. I got to work from home. And I said, hey, it's going to have to work however it works. And I trust you, Lord. And honestly, I feel like I have flourished so much doing this. I mean, I love teaching, don't get me wrong, but it seems like I'm more flexible. I can go places. I can do things. I'm able to do what I need to do and still love what I'm doing on the go. So that was my biggest thing, fear of not having a set income. And I mean, it's not like a teaching income, but I've had good months. I've learned to balance it. So if I have a good month, I keep it as far as like what I'm usually used to. I don't go overboard. Oh my God, I made like 2,000 extra. Boom. No, that's going in my savings.
Right.
Because next month I could make $500. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it now. So I'm no longer afraid, and you just got to go hard. Like you got to post, you got to get in touch with people. You just got to ask people, hey, you need you need your website redone. You need this done. Like, it's not easy, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think even just in the name itself, Ladybug and the sunflowers, it represents everything. It represents that story and just that
yeah.
constant growth. So I truly love that, because again, when you get into the testimony and all that, and that getting started, getting over all those hurdles, it's like now, you know, I got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any other challenge
Yeah.
that comes up. So speaking of that,
Exactly.
now in being in the business and doing it now and running it, what are some of the day-to-day challenges of, and I think you kind of spoke to some of it, in terms of when you're building, the
Mhm.
income and the changes in the income and things like that.
Yeah.
But what are are there any other day-to-day challenges like that someone would say, what is it like
So,
being an entrepreneur?
well, being a social media designer, so I still have my regular clients from when I was doing management. So I kept them because they've been with me from the start. So although I don't really do that as much, I've kept them because they've been loyal to me. And so basically in the daytime, I'm on my phone all day long. So basically I get up, do my regular morning routine and and I'm on the phone all day.
Yeah.
So I do, I check their pages, I respond, I post, I make comments, I engage basically with their audience. Then I have my own pages that I gotta engage with. Plus, I'm an accountability coach for another business. So literally all day I'm going, all day
Yeah.
long. And
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. Some days I like it, some days I don't.
Yeah.
That morning you wake up like, I got 4 calls. Okay, get yourself together.
Right. Right.
But some days, you wake up, you turn, and you just, gosh, I don't feel like it today. But
Yeah.
you do it because you can do it from the comfort of your home. So that's what
Right.
I tell
And
myself.
that's real. That's real.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
real. That's genuine right there, because you're not,
yeah.
as much as we want to be, we're not always on,
Oh, no,
so okay.
not at
So
all.
let's flip that.
Mhm.
In the opposite kind of the challenges, what's the most satisfying thing about being an entrepreneur and, being in business and doing things, kind of running things? What's the most satisfying part of it for you?
Honestly, so I have 2 older children. I have 2 younger ones. So I have a 22-year-old, and I have a 13 and a 15-year-old. What my 20 and 22-year-old got, my 13 and 15 didn't. Because my 20 and 22-year-old were able to go to school with me. They went to school with me elementary the whole way up, and they hated it when they got like 4th, 5th grade. And so the 13 and 15-year-old wasn't able to do that. And so I'm able to be involved with them in school. I can go to their school. I can pick them up. I can drop them off. If they have something during the day, I can go to it. For me, that's the most satisfying thing about being an entrepreneur, being able to be involved in my children's school. That's like, for me, that's huge because this day and age is so different. You want to be involved. Like I tell parents all the time, let the school see you.
Yeah.
Let them know
Yeah.
my child, yeah, she got a mom, she got a dad. We're
Right.
here.
Right.
Hello. Because, some teachers, I was saying, and I don't want to sound crazy, but you have to be involved. It ain't drop them off and that's it. They get their progress report, you sign it, you turn it in. No, you got to be involved. I email my teacher, their teachers. Sometimes my 15-year like, Mom, you don't have to. No, I need to know.
Right.
They
Right.
need to know. And I don't email them from my school email because I'm still in the system. I
Yeah.
email them from my personal email. So if they don't know me, like when they were new this year, I email all their teachers at the beginning of the year. Hey, I'm, so-and-so's mom. And, let me know if I can help. Because I know how it is being a teacher. So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of treat them the way I wanted to be treated as a teacher.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the most satisfying thing to me, being able to be involved in their school stuff.
I love that, and
Mm-hmm.
man, everybody that watched this interview, you're getting a twofer, because you're getting business advice, parent advice,
Yeah.
teachers.
Yeah.
Getting the whole thing. I
Yeah.
love that.
It's not easy,
So
man.
yeah, right.
It's not.
So for somebody that will watch this and say, "Oh my God, Cori loves her story is so amazing and what she's doing, and now she's in business." And okay, Mike's in business, looking at two Black business owners, somebody that watches, what is some advice that you would give to someone? Maybe they're wanting to start out, wanting to start a business, or maybe they're just getting started and they're kind of unsure. And you already dropped some gems anyway about, just going for it, and
Yeah.
you got to go get it. But what is
Yeah.
some advice, some other advice that you would give someone who wants to dive into entrepreneurship or start a business?
I love that you asked that, because what I did in the beginning, it's crazy. I had so many coaches that I was confused.
Mm.
So I paid money. Like, I was teaching, I was able to afford it. You know what I mean? So one thing I would tell anybody that's getting into business, choose you one coach. Make sure you don't look at 9 other people and don't get all the freebies, because you'll get totally confused.
Mm.
So I use my business, for example, social media manager. You get one coach, follow what they say. Don't look at everybody else's pages, because you can get totally overwhelmed, intimidated. And I did in the beginning. I changed my page so many times. Like, oh, so-and-so, okay, I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm going to do that. But no, you need to know what works for you. Of course, in the beginning, you're going to probably try to figure it out. I get that. But I would say make sure you start. Choose a coach that's able to help you in the niche that you're choosing. And then just keep going and stick with that one person. Now, I'm not saying don't look at other people's stuff, but don't get intimidated by it.
Right.
That's like a big thing for me, because when I tell you, I looked at it, I must have had 10 different people and talking to 4 different coaches, and I was confused. Well, Mike said this, but then Joe said that.
Mm-hmm.
Sally said not to do this, but then Mike said it's cool. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And I don't want to make Mike feel bad, because Sally, I really like Sally. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Choose one coach in that particular area. Of course, you're going to have somebody that helps you with your money. That's totally different. But somebody to help you with your niche, choose that one person, stick with them, listen to them, because obviously they're doing it for a while. And another thing, don't believe that 6-figure thing. Don't get caught up. Do not get caught up in that. Right. Everybody that said they're a 6-figure earner is really not a 6-figure earner. And there's a difference. You can be worth 6 figures and not make 6 figures.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 business advice.
Man, those 2 are like, you just drop bombs, because I'm gonna tell you, and kind of on top of those 2 things that you said, I really tell people, trust your gut. Because that I always say that energy, that INNERG, that inner God, because with that, you do feel that way. I went through that myself. It's so much out there. And, I was on Eventbrite every day, different webinars, this and that and that. And it's so much to where you feel like you're never meeting the mark, because there's so much information. And that's the thing too. Another thing of that is, I've been talking to this person or this person, and not believing the hype. I did an interview a couple interviews ago, and one of my interviewees, he said, guy I went to college with, shout out to DJ Lenny. He said, don't believe the highlight film. He said, don't get caught in the highlight film, because you're seeing, and I was like, oh, I love it.
I'm telling you.
So that is so true. And like, on top of that, just trusting your gut, because you'll make the right, follow that passion and really go with what feels right, what feels good for you. So I love that. Love it. So what's next for Ladybug Media Management, for the Cori Luv Show? What's next? Because again, I'm just excited for connecting with you and following the journey. So what's next for your business?
So for Ladybug Media Management, I am going to be now not only a social media designer, I'm going to be a transformation coach. So nice. I'm transforming me to help you transform. So I'm helping people with their personal transformation and their brand transformation. Because once, like you said, your energy, you can present yourself a certain way. So I'm going to be working towards helping people get that, because I feel like you can transform your page by doing a lot more as far as within yourself. Mm-hmm. So once you feel good, guess what? It's going to reflect on what you present on your page to help your brand flourish. And it's with Cori Luv, I'm really trying to travel now. I want to go to cities, to all the business events, and interview people and talk to people, businesses that are opening. I want to be to their grand openings and different things like that. So that's where I'm working towards. As soon as Corona let up a little bit.
Right.
I was supposed to be in the Bahamas right now at an opening event for someone over there, but they shut down. So their prime minister closed it down or put them on lockdown again. So that's
I love that. I love that idea of just that coaching too, because so many people, when you have that gift, when you connect with people like you do, so many people need that, and coaching is a big thing because so many people are trying to do. And again, we talked about so much information out there. You need somebody to say, hey, let me be your teammate and let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can make this thing work. So I really love.
And I didn't like the title. But when I have a call, like I do consultation calls, and I have a call with people. In my consultation calls, they pay for the call. I'm on the call with them an hour, and I just give them gems. I give them whatever. They're like, man, you my coach now. And I'm like, I'm nobody coach. Like, I don't like titles. I'm not big on titles because I feel like if you have a title, people expect a certain thing out of you. And I don't like that. But I'm like, okay, I got to walk in my gift. This is what I do. So, hey.
There you go. Yeah.
And so I've accepted it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to try to make sure I do my best. And one thing about me with my business, I don't take on a lot because like I always say, I'm not trying to be rich off of this. I just really want to help and change people. That's my goal.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And that right there, I think that's kind of fuel. That's one thing that can keep you going on those days where it's one of those things, God, I got this going on. I got this many calls, this many appointments. That fuel and that drive of I really truly want to help people. That's what makes you keep going when maybe the finances may not look the same this month. So I love that. And again, it's needed when you are a people person, when you have that genuine connection with people and you can help people and people gravitate to you. I think that is huge when you have that passion to help people. So love it.
And people do it so weird. Like I'll have things in my DM. I'm like, okay, I can connect you to so-and-so, but that's not what I do. And people automatically think, oh, you can do this, you can do that. Not all the time. Like, no, I can help you with your social media, but I can't help you with certain things,
Yeah.
But I really, honestly, if I could do it for free, I would. But one thing I like is I'm always blessed. Like, I mean, people send me things so much. And not only for the advertisement, they're like, I want you to wear it. Like, this will look good on you. Everybody know I love earrings. I love the weirdest type of earrings. I like big earrings, any type of earrings. I just love earrings and t-shirts. And so people will send me, hey, what's your address? They'll see me on the live with you or whatever. Hey, I want to send you a t-shirt. So I'm always blessed in other ways. So that's why I don't charge a lot for certain things and I get really reamed about it. But like I said, my goal is not to be rich off of this. My goal is to make people rich in themselves. So
yeah, I love that. I love it. And automatically that comes back to you, when you're enriching people and you're helping people flourish, it's going to come back to you. Let all the people know how they can find you, the website, and tell the people about your show. Definitely when you do that. So just give people some good information of how they connect with you.
All right. So if you're not already following, make sure you follow Ladybug Media Management on Instagram. And that's all the word, all put together, Ladybug Media Management. And also not the Cori Luv Show, at Cori Luv Reporting. That's Cori Luv, Luv, CoriLuvReportin _ on Instagram. And my show is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I interview entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs, nonprofit owners, and individuals. We have special edition. We had a special edition with Mike. So make sure that you follow me. And if you're interested, make sure you DM me. I don't have a problem interviewing people that are doing great things for their community and just running an amazing business. And that's it. If you need social media design and your website design as well, that's on Ladybug Media Management. It doesn't matter where you message me, I'll find you. My website is www.ladybugmediamanagement.com, and you can email me on there as well. So looking forward to meeting some of your amazing viewers.
Yes. I'm going to make sure I put all the information in the description below.
Okay.
So y'all definitely make sure that you connect with her because, again, just a beautiful soul out here doing some great things. And I really, I always encourage people to connect with everybody who interviews with me because again that's the way. One of the main reasons behind doing this as well is because I feel that we can all win out here.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
I know even before 2020, when it became a trending topic, support Black businesses, it's always been my mindset. And on top of that, it was like, okay, when I start my YouTube channel, that's something I want to do. And so I was excited when I got a chance to start this segment, Black Business Booming. So, I always encourage people to
I
connect
love the name
with everybody.
too. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I give a lot of credit to my wife. I call her my CEO because she's the idea queen. She throws out ideas, and so that was kind of a collaboration with that name. So
yeah, it's so funny.
So
I was looking at a movie, and the guy said that on the movie. What, Madam C.J. Walker? They said that.
Yeah.
And you remember they said that? Like,
yeah,
whites
definitely.
are really the smart ones.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. And it's just, and it's that difference of how we think and process and ideas and things. So yeah, definitely. I totally agree. Anything else you want to leave the people with? Thank you so much for doing this, sis, for your time, doing this interview. I'm so excited. You are welcome. You are very welcome. This is, I love this. And every chance, I tell people all the time, I have to keep going back and looking at these interviews because I get so many gems from it, just reviewing them.
Yeah.
I think it was last week I sat down and just looked at about 12 in a row. It was just taking some notes like, oh my God, I forgot. Because I forget some of the gems and information. And I go back and watch. I'm like, oh man. And so this has been so awesome. Thank you so much. For doing
Only thing I want to leave them with is make sure you follow me. Keep following Mike. If you want to be interviewed, check us out. We in the same. And one thing I love is we're in the same industry, and there's male or female. I've met the most amazing people that are like, hey, I'll send you this person, this, and that. And I was like, hey, same thing. I love like the media world. The media is different to like other businesses because it's like, I got this, you got that. Oh, don't get this. I got it. I'll send it to you. Like, I totally love that. So I really, really appreciate you. Just people followed me from our interviews together. And I'm sure some of my people followed you as well. And so that's one thing I love about that. And we will definitely, you already know, we're going to stay in touch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
More of this. So,
yeah.
If you know about anything going on in Alabama, I'm going to come out there.
Like you said, I'm telling you, when Rona can get his funky butt on and leave us alone, we can move past this. Definitely
get me really on my last nerve now.
Yes, it's gonna definitely be some things, and I'll keep you posted. But again, thank you. Here. Yes, definitely. Thank you. And thank you to everybody for watching another episode. Again, I encourage you to like, subscribe, share, tell someone about it. Tell your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie to check out Black Business Booming and all the amazing businesses and entrepreneurs on every episode, every interview. So, and again, thank you, sis. And
thank you.
We'll see y'all next time. You are welcome. We'll see y'all next time on another episode of Black Business Booming. Peace.